In this movie, we'll take a look at the predefined words within Unity scripting. Let's open up our Unity script once again, and as you can see, there's a couple of words that turn a different color. Now in this case, that is var, return, and function. Now, when you're making a variable, for example with the word var, then you cannot use the same word var for your variable, because then two of these words would turn a different color. So you cannot use predefined words to make a variable out of them. However, if you add something to it, for example variable, then it will work. Okay? Now let's look at a couple more of things that we can use, or symbols that we can use to make things happen in script. You've already learned that the equal sign sets the value for our current variable. Okay, so that's one way to set a variable. Well, there's a couple of other ways to do it also. Say that I want to do some math with our bank account here. I can also use the plus equals and then, for example, 100. This is the same as writing bank account equals bank account plus 100. But since you don't want to type the bank account variable name twice, this is shorthand to just change this variable and add whatever is towards the right of the plus equals. In this case, 100. So that's shorthand to add on top of your variable. Of course, you can do the same thing for subtracting by just going minus equals 100. So these two you can use to quickly change things around in your variable. Then also there's this little thing called plus plus. Now bank account plus plus is also shorthand, and it basically means bank account equals bank account plus 1. Now this happens a lot because for example when you're in a loop, and we'll look at loops later, you will need to use this plus plus a lot, so that's why it's been implemented. Also, a long time ago there was a programming language called C, and when a new programming language was invented that was based off of C, they called it C++. Now this is basically a joke, just basically to say this is C plus 1, it is better than C used to be. So it's also kind of a programmer's inside joke. Very dry joke, but pretty funny nonetheless. Now you can also use the slash 2, and that means that we're dividing a bank account by 2. Now of course you can use any kind of number to do your divisions with, but there's no shorthand for this type of calculation. So you have to type bank account divided by 2 once again. Okay, and then if you want to multiply, you can use the star. This basically multiplies our bank account by 2. Generally, I also like to use brackets around these just to make it easier what exactly is being multiplied first in case I use multiple variables. Okay, that being said, there's a couple of more predefined words within Unity, and let's look at the next video to see exactly what they do so that we can get some game design action going.